Welcome. I will tell you something about the utmost boring topic today. You won't hear anything more boring than value-added tax, VAT. However, I will be turning water into wine, which is the least I can do on this conference, as I heard. Imagine you are an e-commerce company in Germany and you want to sell this bottle of wine to a consumer in France. This makes you automatically tax liable in France, and you have to pay value-added tax in France. You have to register in France a VAT number. You need a French VAT advisor or consultant, and you have to file French VAT on a French form ever since after that date for at least the next 2 years in a monthly period. To cut it short, if you want to do pan-European business as an e-commerce company, you are legally obliged to register in 28 countries with 28 VAT numbers in 24 languages, fulfilling the audit requirements of 28 member states of the European Union. Tax is highly difficult, highly complex, and it is a big threat, I must even say, to investors, to management, and the companies, because most companies aren't aware of the fact that they are practically not able to send goods cross-border. What is ClearVAT? ClearVAT is a fully automated clearinghouse in Europe. For a technical second, we go in between the merchant and the consumer, and we take over the entire transaction. We collect the monies from the consumer, separate the VAT to the country of destination, to the tax authority that actually has to receive the funds, and we clear the rest to the merchant the same way as you know it from acquiring companies or money transaction companies. What is the difference to just hiring KPMG or another consultant? The difference is it is not only about filing in 28 countries. You need to know about all the thousands of exceptions. You may be aware of the fact that children's shoes are going to, if you send them to the UK, are 20%. So if the shoe is 100 euros, you have to make an invoice of 120. But if the shoe is smaller than size 28, it's VAT exempted in the UK. This means the shoe is not 120, it's 100. Of these kind of exceptions exist 6,500 to 7,000 in the European Union. So it is not only the fact that you have to file and register in the UK if you want to deliver cross-border into the UK. You need to know about all the exceptions from dairy, milk products, to condoms based on latex that are VAT exempted. What are we providing? We're providing a plugin. We give the merchant a contract. This is a standard contract. He accepts our terms and conditions, and we give him a plugin that he integrates into his shop. And in the next second, he is good to go in 28 countries, and he can deliver seamless into all 28 countries. So I told you, tax is a very complex thing for e-commerce companies. We're talking about 800,000 e-commerce companies in the European Union doing 540 billion in sales, of which 20% is cross-border. We're looking at tax evasion about 20 billion at the moment. Let me repeat that. That is clearly tax fraud. You are being liable as a manager of an e-commerce company towards a prosecutor if you do not comply with tax regulations within the EU. This does not mean that the Polish tax auditor chases you. It is the local tax auditor chasing you because the European Union has the respective law in place. What are we doing? We have a tax engine in place that tax rates all of your inventory. We display the right price on the product page. That means if you are selling to Sweden, you have to show the Swedish VAT including on your product page. We collect and clear the amount physically. We pull the money from the consumer, we separate it to the tax authority in the country of destination. We have a full service payment in place. That means you do not have double charges. We take over the entire payment transaction. We have a very smart reconciliation engine in place that matches millions of transactions to millions of bank transactions coming in. And well, I must say this is probably the most effective tool in the whole concert, because if you have thousands of transactions a day on one hand and you deliver, and you have on the other side thousands of money transactions coming in, the manual matching is still in place with a lot of e-commerce companies, even the large ones. You can also import with us from third-party states. We have single item sales if you are, for example, a gallerist. And I think I should finish now. Yes. And we can help you to tell people if they can purchase on invoices or not. Talk to me at our booth. We are in RS2, and I'm happy to tell you more about taxes in Europe. Thank you very much.